G'day fellas, and welcome back to another video. So, we have just shot up to Casper Transmissions today to collect my new diff. So it's a 4.6 that's out of a Nissan Serena that we've then modified to fit 5x1 studs. So they only come 3.2, which is the usual 3 flange type things with 2 bolts in each. But we modified this to fit a 5.1 because I've only got 5.1 stuff anymore because it's just better. Like if you know, you know. Basically the 3.2s kind of have like a tripod type bearing type press thing where the 5.1s actually have a proper CV, and they are known to genuinely last longer. So effectively we had to retain the viscous center because the open centers, which except the 3.2 stubs, are different. So you can only run them with a viscous hub effectively, in which case you can't actually lock them properly. You can only shim the fuck out of them. So I'm not even going to try to describe how, but instead of doing it on the 2 sides of the carriers, he actually put 4 on the spiders, 1 from each angle, and it's just shimmed to shit like that. So use your imagination with what that might look like, but I'm not going to try and explain it. He did run it through me, but it's shimmed, and he says that it'll be bloody tight. So we're going to get that in tonight. I've just taken this one out. I'm not going to film the process of putting this other one back in. I personally think that this is these things are perfect for lower power cars. Even though this thing makes good power now, it's 300 kilowatt. It's still not like crazy power, and it's heavy car. You know, RBs are heavy. The whole car is heavy. It's got cage and all that. So I think this should just give it that little bit of extra pep that it needs. Not that I even got to try the 300 kilowatt that it has now last time, because we had issues and we're only rating it like 250. I still think that this will be money. So I'm fucking excited, to be honest. We're gonna load the car up tomorrow after work. We'll get it all, give it a good nut and bolt check, make sure everything's good. We're gonna put the other wheels back on. The ed bands have already started slowly making their way back to the shelf for their future new home. And we'll get this in, and then we'll see you at the track. Fuck. God damn it. No good. I've got no idea what's going on. The car feels horrendous. It just feels like it's super switchy and it wants to spin you out. I don't know if you can tell from the video or not, but it's terrible. Like it just wants to flick. I don't know if I'm just being shit or if it wants to, or if that's how it is. Maybe it's just electric power steering. I don't know. It's working, man. It just, the steering feels whack. So I don't know. Every time I get a bit of a line going, it just wants to flick super hard. You can't really get a feel for what is happening with the steering. So maybe that's just the electric thing. Everything's working. It's just, don't know. Oh well, at least we didn't break the bumper. I saw it come off and it's in one piece, so fuck yeah.
fender.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's a good spot if anywhere. Hey. Ah, fucking. So we snapped a lower control arm, obviously. Was it that side? No, it's the other side. But back together, $1,000 now. This is probably a terrible idea trying to talk about it. But we just went out for a session there and the car's mean. Like, loves high boost. Power steering still shit. I just think that it's maybe it's just electric power steering shit. I don't know. Maybe this is just how it is. And it's fucking rubbish. I got no idea. But I've got no idea. I might try the pump closer to the rack like everyone said. I thought this would fix it, but you just get locked in angle and then it spins you out. So, don't know, but we'll, everything's good. I think I just, the slightest dirt drop and I lose the bumpers, which is to be expected. I spun before and just backed out and then the front one fell off. I'll put them back on and we'll try again. I do have this new trick though, and I think it's working pretty good. Small cable ties and very few of them. Seems to be keeping bumpers alive, so. Hey. Oh. I'd rather lose them than break them, so far so good. Oh, god damn it. In true fashion, after a drift day, we've got a fair bit to unpack. Main reason is why the car was still so shit, which I'm just putting down to this electric power steering at this point. I just don't know what's going on with it. I'm thinking that it's just the obvious thing, and I've got the pump in the boot and it's just too far for the pressure to hold to the rack. Considering how the lines are run as well, they sort of go in and around and down. It's really how I wanted to do it, but it's just not working. So for the time being, we are going to go back to hydraulic power steering, and I'm just going to modify the intake pipe there. So move this over here a little bit, which I should have done to begin with, but we didn't. So then that will just bolt in there. And then I just did the most stressful part of owning an RB, and that would be compression test it. So I thought, stuff it, I'll just, usual things you do after a drift day is empty the catch can, and I emptied that, and we got 900 mils. So under anyone's circumstances, I would say that is fairly concerning. And I thought, fuck, what is going on here? I really didn't want to compression test it. I thought I thought it would be showing a hell of a lot more signs than that due to previous experiences. But I just picked up my nuts and I did it, and it come back mint. So I think the whole fucking street must have heard me as I hollered with joy. Every damn time I've compression tested this car, it's been bad. So for the first time, it's good. So it was like, I think one cylinder was 140, and then the others were ranging between 130 and 135. So pretty happy with that. I was like, shit, it did spike to like 25.5 PSI yesterday. So I was like, shit, maybe I should turn it down a little bit. But it's mint. It's fine. It's super rich. And the water meth and all that, there's no reason why it should detonate or have knock or any of that kind of shit, but you just don't know with this thing. It is a stock short block RB20, so I just thought maybe it's just too much, but no, it's good. So we're thinking that now maybe it's something to do with these covers. So a good friend of mine, Harry, just told me that these covers are notoriously bad for breathing. So I'm going to throw it out there and say that is probably the culprit, if not assisting us or not helping us with the cause. So it was weird. It was, I thought if it was like blow by, if it was getting past the rings, then it would have been, it would have filled the can and then overflowed. So I was like, that's still a weird amount. The first track day it did 400 mils, and then now it's done 900. Admittedly, the first track day was on gate pressure. This was on full power yesterday. So, yes. So, we'll take the covers off and I'll have a bit of an examination. I need to replace the seals anyway, because I'm pretty sure there's a leak out of one. So, we'll do that and we'll have a bit of a figure out. But, apart from that, I think James Dean just won FD as well. And another note, I was watching that loosely. we have discovered another problem, which is always good. Wouldn't be this car if it didn't have something. So we've got first, and then third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. Well, reverse somewhere over there. But we don't have second gear anymore, so I really didn't want to have to try and pull the gearbox out of this thing all in place, but it looks like that might be on the cards in the next little while. And admittedly, we really don't even need second gear with the new 4:6 ratio diff. That felt epic. That felt so good. It is a hell of a lot to get used to, because on the entry on the main straight in normal rotation of Hampton, you really just have to commit and go to fourth, which seems like it's fucking fast, but combined with the steering, you'd flick, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell in the videos, but as you flick, you don't get the feedback back. So like it'll be like really light, and then when you really need it, it'll be like heavy, and it'll like throw to lock, and it'll just, yeah, it was sketching me out. So I spun so many times, as you'll see in the video. It was a real bloody messy day all round, to be honest. And then obviously we had in the first morning session, the steering was feeling extra shit, and I couldn't figure out why until the lower control arm snapped. So we've now managed to push that whole wheel well in quite a bit, and the pedals are all a fair bit further forward now, so that's pretty cool as well. But I'm feeling confident. Yesterday was like the first real day that I had actually felt comfortable with the car, with the power that it's making now, and it really gave me a taste of what it could be like. So that just makes me want to sort this power steering, and I reckon will be $1 million. We do have something very exciting that is going to be taking place shortly. It's actually arriving today, so that'll probably be the next video, and it will be landing in the form of right here. I'll let you use your imagination. So anywho, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.